At Friends of Strays, we're so grateful to have the support of our community. I'm going to share with you 2 stories tonight of 2 animals that benefited from the extra resources that we're able to provide to them in order to save their lives. First, we're going to talk about Spots, who came in as a puppy with ringworm. And other shelters may have euthanized Spots, even though this is a very treatable condition. Spots was found by someone online looking at our Facebook page, came in and fell in love with him and took him to his forever home.
Since we got married, we wanted a dog.
I kind of stalked Spots for about 3 weeks online. Noticed he wasn't getting adopted and other puppies were kind of cycling through. And so I called to ask, and that's when we found out he had ringworm. Honestly, as soon as they told me, like, yeah, nobody really comes to see him, I was like, well, we're gonna go see this little guy.
We saw him sitting all alone in his little room. We had to schmuck up and
Gear
get
up
all...
with the PPE gear.
He was so excited when we came in.
It was so cute.
And I put my hand out for him, and he just rested his little head in my hand.
We were sold. Everyone was super helpful, and we, felt like we could take on the challenge.
Our kitchen was he took it over, and we left him on the tile so we could kind of spray it and clean it a little easier. It was his little area.
Yep, his domain. This is our first little guy. He's really just such a sweetheart. He loves everybody he meets.
When he gets home from daycare, his favorite thing to do is jump up on the couch and get in a good snuggle.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have recommended adopting to everyone I talk about Spots to, so lots of people. And everything's brand new to him, and he just seems to love life and love love everything.
Now I'd like to share with you the story of Momo. Momo was adopted from us several years ago and was unfortunately returned because he had asthma, and his adopter could no longer afford to care for him and pay for his asthma medication. He was here for about 5 months, maybe a little bit longer, and he wasn't getting any attention from potential adopters because of his condition. We were able to find an adopter through a number of different chains that happened over a month or so, and these people already had a cat with asthma. They understand what the condition is and how to take care of their cat, and they fell in love with Momo. We had a wonderful donor who provided us with the money that we needed to transport him to Minnesota to his new family, and he's doing wonderfully there. His name is now Goober, and we're just excited to see him continue to grow and thrive in his new home.
So my older brother, he is 5 years older than I am, and he has Down syndrome. And so he has special needs, and it just kind of makes sense that I have special needs cats. Our oldest cat got diagnosed with hyperthyroidism and kidney disease. Stormy, he used to be our youngest, but Goober is about a year younger than him. But he is 6 years old, and he has asthma as well. I was scrolling through Facebook, and I followed nurse Alex, and he had a video about his cat that has asthma. Saw the video, and Momo was the first comment on there. And so I went to the shelter's page, and I saw some more videos of him, and I just fell in love with him. We were thinking about getting another cat because we had the space, we had the room, and seeing Momo and learning about his story and that he wasn't being adopted possibly because he has asthma was kind of the trigger for us to be like, well, we already do an inhaler every day, what's another one? But it was definitely unusual. After I messaged, I was Googling if there were services that could bring animals across state lines, because it's definitely unusual. Our 3 cats we've gotten from in town, very close to us. But learning that your medical manager was able to fly out with Goober and make sure he was good throughout the process was really helpful, but definitely unusual to go to the airport to pick up a cat. Goober, aptly named by my fiance, he's very weird. We consider him to be an orange cat mixed with a husky because he is so hyper. You can totally see the youngness in him and just how silly he is in his mannerisms. He sleeps with me every night. He's always in my office. We have 4 cat towers spread around the house, and he's always on the top. And him and Tiny are 2 peas in a pod. She's our second oldest. He plays with Stormy. He plays with Snugs. And then he just kind of follows Tiny around. And it's really kind of surreal because, you know, he was just a picture or a video, and then he ended up being this cat that we can now hold. And I know a big draw for people is kittens are really cute, puppies are really cute, but adult cats are just as cute. But I always recommend adopting because these animals need love already, so they're available.
We're so grateful for people for taking care of the animals that we bring in and for giving them a chance at life. And so grateful for you here tonight to help us save more animals like Spots and Goober.